Hi all, welcome back. Episode 8. I've jammed a compilation of the different mobs killed throughout 60 to 70 on this game. Fast cut, fat packs, prepare yourself. For the sake of not repeating monsters over and over, I'll cull kills and provide variety instead. We don't want 3 hours of Royal Tomb Keepers. Firstly, I'm extremely confused with the comeback tickets. They offer G60 weapons and armor, but you don't get told if they're buffed at all. And the difference between Ruin and Hell options is numerically identical on the website. Left me pausing and holding off use of the ticket entirely for weapon. Eventually, I gave in because I was still running G50 and wow, I turned in for G60 armor, which does indeed come buffed, plus 10 all, fantastic. I also turned in for the G62 weapon, which came half buffed, still very nice. It's carried me through to 70 comfortably. My shaman is looking very Dalsim from Street Fighter. At 61.5 I ran out of quests, so I tried grinding the elementals early. There was a lot of missing, but I figured if I could manage to stack enough of them, the EXP would outweigh the time and casts required. Unfortunately, 0 EXP due to level gap, I guess. Maybe at 63 I could have. But I'd moved as deep into the bandit area as I could, hunting reds that wouldn't shoot me from afar. Oh my effing god, that's so annoying. I found a LVL 79 purple with reds around him and used him as my casting point as I kite them on my horse. I missed a lot of Geon bags, but that's F2P for you. I'm looking forward to fighting the mobs between 80 and 90, they look insane. And I remember mage parties having a lurer collect massive double groups of them and coordinate the lures into a tri-storm. I ran into someone named Psycho IG. He mentioned YouTube, grateful that someone's watching. Cheers, dude. He also threw 20 KK Geons at me to help with upgrading weapons to continue the series. Legend, I saw the wall at 50 despite it being tiny. I imagine the one at 70 with a job change involved is going to be large. Not only did he help me, but hopefully he's about to help you. He mentioned a chat function being implemented that filters shop titles. You can use /LFS followed by the item name, and it will highlight the shops that have that item. Absolutely crazy. What's more, if you press left square bracket and add it as a macro, you can press a hotkey as you run through town without typing it each time. He also shouted out his friends from 2004, one being Levithium. I think I remember a guy named Levithium. I was Cetus, a knight probably seen mostly in G42 and some G46. I was in a guild of self-proclaimed old farts. I remember finding them past City of Priest Killing as a group, and I asked to join because I was exploring. The EXP was abysmal, but they were great people on Ventrilo, and I leveled chatting with them most of my Cal playtime. Well, I spent most of my time running between D1 Room 1 and 10 looking for Dark Throne CJBS to buff me. So, I hit 70 and started completing the event quest. I'm not sure whether I could have picked it up earlier, but all of the mobs are gray, so the quest is an absolute chore with non-aggressive mobs. The angry Doggaby of Monster Face for the 70 job change being on an insane 2-hour respawn timer cooked me too. Coupled with the map icons not working initially, good luck finding some of the mobs without extreme Googling in ancient forums. The worst part is you can't do anything else while you wait lest you miss the spawn, which I may have while checking my emails because I was there for 5 hours in total. Nothing you can kill for experience in the area because you've out-leveled it, so you just have to sit there. I tried to put the camera in a nice location while I worked from home in the end and occasionally looked over to see if it spawned. Like mount hunting on WoW, but the only reward is you get more quest LOL. I've recorded a majority of the quest turn-ins for the third job, so I will hopefully be able to put together a guide. Surely helpful to someone because I'll forget by the time I get to my next character. The level 70 job change quest is so arduous it actually nearly made me quit. I spent 5 hours in Doggaby Forest, only for the next quest to be kill the gray Doggabys you stood next to for hours. You have no exclamation marks, no idea whether they are the right mobs. You have to repeatedly make trips to far places to kill 10 useless gray mobs, and then turn in over and over. Once you're done, do it again. Go kill gray Doggabys twice over 4, quest reputation. Not to mention the 10 full elements of each minor element you need with no pre-warning. The website recommends leveling between 60 to 71 at traders. So what the heck are you meant to do at 70 job change if you farm 0 elements and don't have money to buy them outright? You're screwed until maybe level 75 ID say by the time you finish farming them. Okay, deep breath. These were the thoughts I had during the questing. But as I finished each painful stage, old school achievement feels started flooding in. So ignore that little outburst lol. These are barriers to advancement that others aren't pushing through, elites coming through. Don't mind us. Wow, as a child, even now I thought most of these steps were just a pain in the ass KL cash gate. But you're actually achieving the things required to move up in a Korean fantasy dynasty government. You become both powerful in gear but in game standing. Eye-opening. So, I thought at 70 I'd be able to awaken by buying the elements, but honestly elements are too expensive. I'm gonna grind them, so next episode will be the awakening, 70 to 80 all of the mobs killed, finally having enough skill points to turn crit up, exploring the infinite tower for the first time ever, and I'll be high enough level to show you the money-making methods the LVL 116 was telling me about. So I'll do 2 videos for that period. I'm also discovering zero guidance on some times, so I might put together YouTube shorts for some items after wasting my money figuring them out. Feel free to sub if you'd like to be notified of the next episode. I've left some footage of the arduous single gray mob killing of the job change quest at the end. I'm still working through the chain, so stay tuned for the power-up.